From the 700 WLW Newsroom, here's Brian Combs.
Big stories you're talking about in the big one today. More flood warnings for the tri-state. However, because yesterday's rain wasn't as heavy as they forecast, the flooding is not going to be as bad as we thought. Ohio River will only get to about 53.5 feet instead of 56. It'll stay right about flood stage through the weekend, then start to fall back on Monday. As for the Great Miami, it's crested already at Miami Town and is on its way back down. It's still about 4 feet above flood stage right now, but should be back within its banks sometime tomorrow. Looks like the rain pretty much is over for the tri-state. Maybe a few lingering showers during the day today, but then get a good chance to dry out over the weekend. Friday looks good. Saturday as well. At this point in the tri-state, looks like it's going to be dry. Storms were much worse to our south yesterday. More than 200 deaths are now being blamed on the twisters that rolled through parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and parts of Georgia. You can see photos of storm damage by clicking over to 700WLW.com's main news page. Looks like the opponents of the streetcar are going to be able to get the issue on the ballot for voters in Cincinnati to decide. They tell us today that they've gathered enough signatures now on petitions to put the issue on the ballot for a vote, whether or not it should move forward. We know there are funding questions already. They're threatening it. The backers say that they will continue to fight to keep the streetcar plan alive. John Schneider, one of the people behind it, will be Bill Cunningham's guest at 2:06 today on the big one. Also, 11:30 is that news conference by the people who oppose the streetcar. We'll have it covered as well. Looks like the casino plan for downtown Cincinnati is going to be delayed. Yesterday, we got a look at new drawings for it, and the developers told us that they probably won't be able to finish work by the end of 2012 as they had hoped. And that'll be sometime in 2013 that the casino downtown will open. There are questions as to whether or not they'll build it to the size that they once talked about. All has to do with Governor John Kasich saying that he may change the rules regarding tax policy and fees for the casinos. He's studying it right now. They say the delay by the governor is what's causing the delay in the construction. Could be some changes to the governor's budget. The House today in Columbus is going to talk about how they will restore funding for school systems and local governments, funding cut by the governor's two-year budget. Speaker of the House says there are more than 1,000 changes to the governor's budget that they are going to push through over the next several days. Our Matt Bruning in Columbus today will have his news conference covered for you. Today's the day the NFL draft takes place. The Bengals have the fourth choice overall. Most of the experts see them going for wide receiver A.J. Green. However, there are some think the Bengals may take a quarterback, especially with the future of Carson Palmer in Cincinnati in jeopardy. Stay with 700 WLW tonight. Mark Amazon will have the Bengals pick and reaction right here on The Big One.